Why do I feel like I'm so far away right now? I'm not even that far. What's up, guys? How is everybody? If you were just looking at me in 3D, that was really, really, really close. I apologize. As we are getting on, just saw that kid, Dom, Ethan. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. My name is Coach Jesse Grund. I am going to be leading you through today's live stick mobility and kettlebell-based workout. Now, if you were with me last week, we did a ladder of both kettlebell work, of push-ups and kettlebell swings. Today's a little different. Today we're going to do some sets and reps of some stuff. Generally the same warm-up with a couple of additions. Hello. As you can see, I can see you typing and writing. Try and please keep it positive and constructive. And if you have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, the things you will need your stick bundle. So 2 large sticks and a short stick. And then you are going to need a seat of some kind or chair. We will need that. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know as we go. So we're going to have the A block, which is just going to be some basic breath work, some controlled articular rotations, and then we'll do some planking to kind of warm up the core. Then we'll get into your hip-based warm-up, very similar to what we did last week. We're going to add a couple of extra things. An upper body-based warm-up, again, all using stick, adding a couple of extra things to it. And then finally, we'll get into your strength work. Most of that is going to be using the bench. We're going to be doing some seated good mornings, both front-loaded and back-loaded with the kettlebell. We're going to do some seated kettlebell halos, which I'll go over in bigger and better detail. And then finally, some decline hand release push-ups. Again, still looking at hinge and push combination. So if you are in here and you can hear me, can I get a thumbs up, por favor, just to let me know, or a like or a smile or something that results in you being able to hear me. Tilt this down. I don't know why. For some reason, this looks like I'm in a fishbowl, and I'm not. Not in a fishbowl. Maybe it's the camera. Let me check the camera. Stay right there. Is that better? That looks like that's better. Is that better for everybody? That looks like that's more me. I'm not in a fishbowl anymore. Yes? Oh, happy day. I got some hearts. Can I get a thumbs up that you can hear me out there? Thumbs are good. I know there's only 5 of y'all in here. I know there'll be more as we go on. But if I can just get a little thumbs up saying, hey, Jesse, we can hear you. Cool beans. All right. Switch the camera up. It's still a little tilted. Let me fix this. Cool. You can see all my sticks behind me. Thank you. Thumbs up. There's somebody in there giving thumbs up. That's awesome. All righty. So, besides your 2 longs and your short stick, you will need some kettlebells. However, what we're doing today can also be done with dumbbells, or they can also be done with just external load. You can do these with a sand bell. You can do these with a water load if you want to. There's a bunch of different things that you can do these with. So a lot of different options for you. If you have any questions, again, just be constructive down below, and we'll get started. So the first thing we're going to start with is just a little bit of breath work. So I'm going to take my 2 long sticks. I'm going to push down. Sticks are at 10 and 2 here. When I say gently pushing today, I want you to refer to gentle as about 30% push. Boop. Cool. Ground your feet, so find the floor. I'm in some Vivos today. Got a little cut on my right foot. However, barefoot for this workout is perfect, okay? We want to be as connected with the ground as possible, especially as we start doing these seated good mornings today, which is a lot of hip and a lot of glute as we go through that. And the more grounded I am, the better. And if we have an elevated heel, that may interfere with the way that our hips work in that position. So if you want to go barefoot, go barefoot. You want to wear some Vivos like me, some other barefoot shoes. Love me some Vivos. I'll even throw in at the end of this a little code if you ever want to get a discount, get yourself some. So, all right, here we go. Gently pushing down. We're going to work on nasal-only breathing. So it's in and out. As we're breathing in and out, I really want you to focus on expanding your diaphragm, okay? Now, the diaphragm doesn't just expand forward and backward. It expands 360 degrees, so out to the side as well. So big expansions forward and out and back, all of that stuff. We're going to go 4 seconds in, 6-second exhale, and we're going to do this for 10 breaths. So that should take us 100 seconds to get this breathing done, but it sets our breathing for the rest of the workout. So here we go. Breath number 1, in, out. In for 4. Out for 6. In for 4. Out for 6. In for 4. Out for 6. Halfway there. In for 4. Out for 6. 4 more breaths. In for 4. Out for 6. 3 more breaths. In for 4. Out for 6. 2 more breaths. In for 4. Out for 6. 1 more breath. In for 4. And out for 6. Good job. So hopefully you will keep that breathing in mind as we're going through this today. It's going to be really crucial and really important as you go through it to be focused on your breath, especially when I tell you, hey, I'll radiate. So that means I'm going to take a deep breath in, I'm going to pack it, I'm going to expand that diaphragm, I'm going to ground those feet, I'm going to find the ground underneath my feet, and then I'm going to start working from whatever that position is, which you'll find a lot as we go through all the mobility work that we're going to do today. So let's start with some CARs. CARs, controlled articular rotation. So we're going to rotate our joints. Okay, as we're doing this, we're trying to get as much range into each joint as we can. We're going to do these at a level 2 intensity. Just means that we're going to find our limits of our range of motion in the transitions and positions that we can put the joint into, and we're going to do it nice and slow. And if we find a sticky point, we're going to stay there for a couple of oscillations. So let's say I'm going into neck extension and lateral flexion to my left, and it gets sticky. I'm going to stay right there and just work through the sticky a little bit before I come around. Last week we did 3 in each direction. Today we're just going to do 1 of those level 2 CARs in each direction, working through those sticky points as well. So gently push down 30% of the sticks. Sticks at 10 and 2, feet are flat, and we're going to work the neck. So forward. We're going to go right, chin to the right side of your chest, ear to shoulder, chin to ceiling, find a sticky spot. Ooh, I found a sticky spot. I'm going to stay here for 3, for 2, for 1, and work all the way around. And then go the other way. All the way around. Good. Found another sticky spot for 3, for 2, for 1, and around. Good. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to work into your scapula next. Scapula is that stuff that attaches on the back of the shoulders. Okay, so we want to make sure that that stuff moves well, because for every 2 movements in the glenohumeral joint, which is your humerus and your glenoid fossa, your scapula's got to do some work as well. So let's put those 2 things together. So we're still pushing down the sticks about 30%. Ground at the feet, abs tight, core tight. Protraction, as far as I can get. Elevation. Retraction without moving the head. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Depression. I didn't find anything sticky. If you did, take that time to get through those 3 oscillations in a sticky spot. And then we're up. Elevation. Protraction. And depression. Whew. Actually, depression was a little sticky, so I'm going to stay there. I'm going to elevate and depress 3 times. 1, no elbows bend. 2, and 3. Nice. Good. 6 in the left hand. Right hand, we're going to work that shoulder. Now, I see a lot of people doing shoulder CARs that go straight up. We want to come across first. Horizontal adduction, so across the body. So up and across, nice and slow. Room's got way more gravity in it than you're used to. Pushing down with the sticks in the left hand. Overhead. Internally rotate. Abduct. Ooh, that's a little sticky right there. So I'm going to oscillate for 3, for 2, for 1, and come all the way around. Got to go in reverse. Up as high as I can. More. Externally rotate. Ooh, that's a little sticky, so I'm going to go a couple oscillations. 1, 2, 3, all the way around, and back across. Good, let's go the other side. both sticks in my right hand, or at least one stick. I've got big old palms, so see how big. If you want to know how big your face is, just take your palm, put it right in front of your face, and then have your friend walk up, slap you right in the face. It's an old trick I used to do when I was a kid. All right, here we go. Up and across. Slow. Bicep hugs the ear, reach. Rotate. Reaching back. Get to the sticky stuff. Sticky, 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 sticky. Good, and then go the other way. Ooh, that's sticky for me, so I'm gonna oscillate 3, 2, and 1. And all the way around to bring it in front of me. Good. Now this is one of those you don't have to use the sticks for. I like to use the stick for it specifically because I really enjoy how the stick kind of shows me where I'm rotating, and that's really important as we do this. So we are going to do spine cars with the stick. Now, your spine, we're going to go wider feet, is going to flex, rotate, and extend around. Okay? It's not use everything I got. Okay, make your spine be able to move. So here we go. From here, I'm going to turn 45 degrees. Glutes tight, forward. Rotate to the right. Extend right. Same rule applies here. Find a sticky spot, stay in it. Extension of the spine. Lateral flexion. And rotate around. Check it out. We'll go the other way. Forward. Rotation. Lateral flexion. Extension. Lateral flexion. And rotation. My spine feels pretty good today, so I didn't really run into anything there. Again, stay in. If you feel something, just work through that spot, okay? All right. Let's go right to hip, shall we? So for hip, we're going to keep it really simple today. We're going to take that right foot, we're going to bring it across the left. We're going to externally rotate my right hip, and I'm going to bring it up slow. Finding an external rotator in my right hip, as high as I can get. Out to the side, don't borrow from my left hip. Internally rotate and wrap it around. I'm going to go the way I came. Out. Ooh, that's sticky, so I'm going to stay there for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it around externally and bring it down. Good. Hello, hello. Other side, nice and slow. 1 rep. Up and across. Out. Looking for the sticky, not borrowing from the other hip. That actually felt pretty good. Out to the side. Ooh, a little sticky there for 3, for 2, for 1, and around and down. Nice. We're going to do the knee next. So when we do the knee, we're going to work flexion and extension of the knee. Pretty simple, right? Well, now we're going to add some tibial rotation to it. So I'm going to rotate my tibia and flex. You see how my foot's kind of turned now? So if you look at it from the side, you can see it's kind of turned. I'm actually not turning from the ankle. I'm turning right up, way up here. Okay? So I'm going to rotate there, extend, rotate in. Flex, rotate out, extend, rotate in, flex, rotate out, extend, rotate in. Does that make sense? Let's do it slow. So, dorsiflexion, right foot right off the ground, externally rotate the tibia, and slowly start flexing that knee. Really slow. Get into that knee. Keep that knee right underneath the hip. Good. As much flexion as I can get. Then turn it in for as much extension as I can get. Whew. Left side. Out. Flex. Nice and slow. In. And extend. Whew. All right, let's do the ankle. The way we're going to do the ankle is we're going to pick it up. We're going to go split hip here. So we're going to go balance here at the same time. Keep fading to the right. Up. Work just that ankle. All the way around. All the way up. Other way. All the way around. All the way up. Let's get the other side. Lift. Nice and smooth. Good and nice and smooth. A little shaky. Fighter shows off, we do toes. But now we're going to work into some planking exercises just to fire up that core. Now, when we are planking, standing plank with the sticks, the goal is to irradiate all of the body. Quads, glutes, hamstrings, lats, everything you got in the lower body, everything you got in the upper body, trying to drive the sticks into the ground. I'll give you some percentages as we go. We're going to go through different base positions here. So our first base position is nice wide feet. So think shoulders width apart or a little wider. Tuck that tailbone, ground those feet. Imagine you can pull the ground apart between your feet. Shoulders out of ears. Just give me 30% push. Ooh, 40. Ooh, 50. 60. 70% push and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Should feel that core starting to turn on just a little bit. So we go from wide to narrow. So now I want this nice narrow base. So from the narrow base, torso upright, grounded feet. Try to pull the ground apart between your feet. Shoulders out of ears. Push sticks 30%. Everything's on. 40. 50. 60. 70% push and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Shake it out a little bit. We're going to go split hip next. That just means one hip and knee. One hip's going to be in full flexion. The other one is much just isometric extension. So up, right knee up, pushing into the sticks, push the left foot into the ground. Feel like you're trying to drive your right knee up into the ceiling, not letting it externally rotate. Straight up and down, push 30%. 40. 50. 60. 70% push and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, shake it out a little bit. One more plank and we're done with our A block, moving into our B block. Right foot right underneath you. Left knee comes straight up. See how my hip wants to externally rotate a little bit? Don't let it. Straight up and down. Good, push. 30. 40. 50. Squeeze that right glute. Push that heel into the ground. 60. 70% push and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice work. Good job. That is our A block. We are going to move into our B block, which is all hip-related work. Now I want you guys to remember something. Mobility work, which is what we are doing, is strength work. We're just strengthening certain ranges of motion or patterns and connecting them to the brain so that we can be more efficient when we load them. Okay, one of the big ones for us is going to be that single leg airplane when we get to it. But we're going to start with our V-man. So what I love about V-man is it tackles two things at the same time. We're going to tackle that hinge. We're also going to tackle that upper body. So here's how we're going to set up. Feet right underneath the hips. Sticks in line with the balls of our feet. The first movement we're going to do is we're going to push the chest through, reach the arms out. Second movement we're going to do is we're going to wrap those wrists, drive the spine forward, squeeze the glutes, then unroll. See how we're hitting the hips a little bit, but then also hitting the chest. That's important because those are two things we're going to work on today. So 5 reps here. That's our first exercise. Just give me about 40% for this first set of pushing the sticks down. So I'll say down, you go down. I'll say up, and then I'll say open. That open is that big extension, okay? Here we go. Down, up, open. And 1. 2. And that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 1 Up. Open. That's 2. 3 more. Down. Up. Open. That's 3. 2 more. Down. Up. Open. That's 4. Last one. Down. Up. Open. And that's 5. Nice work. Good. Let's move to the airplane now. So the airplane is going to be a single leg hinge with an open and close. That opening is actually going to occur on the base leg glute, not the leg that's in the air. So we're still pushing down about 40% the sticks as we work through this. We're going to stay in the hinge once we're there, and then we're going to open and close the hip. If you need to regress, do this up against a wall. Works really well. Okay, or just take the back foot and leave it on the ground and work on opening and closing the hip from that point. Either's fine, okay? But our program version is going to be single leg. So split hip, left leg down, single leg hinge, open, close, that's 1. Open, close, that's 2. Open, close, that's 3. Open, close, that's 4. Open, close, that's 5. Good. Up. Let's do the other side now. Single leg hinge. Right side. Open, close, that's 1. Open, close, that's 2. Open, close, that's 3. Open, close, that's 4. Last one. Open, close, and that is 5. Nice job. Good. Now we're going to go to a split hip isometric. We did these last week, where we're going to get into this nice big hip extension position. And the goal is to push down in the sticks and drive that hip forward at the same time. I'm trying to get all this stuff to open by driving through that glute. We're going to do a nice 15-second hold on each side here. Back heel is down. Hips are forward. It's okay to arch the back a little bit here. Drive that hip forward and push for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Bring your right foot up to where your left is. Left foot goes back. Same thing. Back heel is down. I got a little bit more on this side. Hip extension. Good. Drive. And push in the sticks, still 40%. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. That is our first set. We got 2 more sets. How are we going to address this? Second set, we're going to work a little harder on these sticks. So 40% on our V-man. Again, guys, go to the ranges of motion you have, not the ones you wish you had. Go to the ones you have control over. Here we go. 50% pushing the sticks. Down. Up. Open. That's 1. Down. Up. Open. That's 2. Down. Up. Open. That's 3. 2 more. Down, up, open, that's 4. Last one. Down, up, open, that's 5. Good, that's our V-man. Airplane next. Left leg down, right knee up. Single leg hinge. Open, close, pushing down 50% of the sticks, that's 1. Open, close, that's 2. Open, close, that's 3. Open, close, that's 4. Open, close, that's 5. Bring it up, other side. Single leg hinge. Open, close, that's 1. Open, close, that's 2. Open, close, that's 3. Open, close, that's 4. Open, and close, that's 5. We should feel that external rotator of that glute starting to fire. Hip extension isometric. Both feet forward, hips facing forward, back heel down, sticks at 10 and 2. Find your best range in that back hip with the back heel down. Push 50% hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, let's switch. Right foot forward, left leg back. Sticks at 10 and 2. Drive that back hip forward. Open it up to the ceiling and push for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, good. One more round. Then we move into the upper body, adding some new wrinkles this week. All right, here we go. 60% push on these. V-man, down. Squeeze those glutes, up, open. 1, down. Up, open, that's 2. Down. Up, open, that's 3. 2 more. Down. Up, open, that's 4. Last one. Down. Up, open, that's 5. Woo! Good. Now, I'm going to give you a progression. If you've been doing the airplane, we're on week 2, and you feel like, hey, I've been doing a good job. I want to make this airplane a little harder. Well, I'm going to make that airplane a little harder right now. So, we're going to keep the left arm pushed down. We are going to take the stick, we're going to put it on the right foot, and we are going to do single stick airplane. We're going to connect that stuff and open and close. That's 1. Open, close, that's 2. You can see how much of a struggle this is. Open, close, push down with that left stick, that's 3. Connecting big toe and hand. Open, close, that's 4. One more. Open and close, that is 5. Woo! That'll light it up. I don't know if I can do this side, but I'm going to try. So, right foot down, right arm down, left hand connected to left foot. Here we go. Slide back in that single leg hinge. Open and close. That's 1. Open, close. That's 2. Opening the hip. Closing the hip. That's 3. 2 more. Open. See, I lost it there, but at least I'm authentic about it. Open. You know, course of the day, I'm on camera, I missed 2 reps. When I do these on my own with no problems. Oh, here we go. Open, close, that's 4, last one. Open, close, that's 5, boom, got it. That's right. I'm a strength and conditioning coach by trade, so my energy level may be a little much at times. All right. Front foot facing forward, back heel down. Sticks at 10 and 2. Really drive that hip, pushing for 10, 9, pushing those sticks, 8, 60%, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up switch. Left one down. And push and drive for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up. Nice job, everybody. Hips done, spine's done. We're gonna take our 2 bigs, we're gonna put them to the side. We're gonna go to our small, and we're gonna need our bench now. So if you have a bench or a seat, please go ahead and use it. But we're gonna need that. There's a couple things we're gonna do here. We're gonna do some dislocations, and then I've got a little thoracic work that we're gonna do. We're actually gonna add some activity to. And then finally, we're going to do a little external rotation of our shoulder. All things we need. So, first thing we're going to do is cut squat. Sitting up nice, tall, strong, and straight. Feet planted into the ground. Gently pull apart on the stick. And we're going to rotate as far back as we can. And push it together to drive it back forward. Go to the range you can control. Arms don't bend. Spine doesn't extend. Here we go. Back. Forward. that's 1. Back, forward, that's 2. It's very light, pull apart and push together. That 30% we started with. Back, forward, that's 3, 2 more. Back, forward, that's 4, 1 more time. Back, and forward, that's 5. Now to get into some of that thoracic goodness, okay? I know where your T-spine is. We're going to work into it just a little bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to a tall kneeling position. You're going to grab your stick like this. You're going to put your elbows here. Now, you've probably seen this one done before, but we're going to add some activity to it. So I'm going to try and get through pushing the stick together as deep as I can. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push my butt back. Second thing I'm going to do is push my elbows down a little harder. Keep those elbows bent. Push, push, push more. Safest, greatest effort. Pushing those elbows down, driving the hips away for 10, 9, pushing the stick together, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo-wee! Nice. Now, little seated external rotation work now. We've got some halos to do today, so we want to make sure that spine works. So, you hold your short stick, bring it back behind you, elbow at 90 degrees. Now, with the bench, we can actually use the bench to, if we need to, if we can't reach over and grab it, let's say I lack some shoulder external rotation, or I'm borrowing places, I can use the bench to lever off of. However, I got plenty, so I'm going to rotate back as far back as I can. I'm going to hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back over. Let's do the other side. External. Make sure you got a full grip here. Bring the stick right underneath. Again, if this is hard enough, you can lever into the bench here. For some of you, that's going to be enough. By coming here, you may turn into it. There's a lot of stuff that might happen. So it may be beneficial to just lever into the front of the bench. I got more, so I'm going to take more for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good. Round 2 of the upper body. Here we go. Lightly pull apart. Back. Push together. Bring it back forward. That's 1. Lightly pull apart. Back. Push together. Bring back forward. That's 2. Lightly pull apart. Back. Push back forward. That's 3. 2 more. Lightly pull apart. Back. Push back over. That's 4. Last 1. Lightly pull apart. Back. Push back forward. That's 5. Good. Let's get into that thoracic spine. So, grab the stick like so. Tight biceps. Push that stick together as you drive your head through. Once you're at your maximum range, push your hips back more. Once you push your hips back more, push the elbows down a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. Best effort push for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's golden. Boom. All right, now let's finish up this little upper body circuit. It's only 2 rounds because we hit some upper body stuff in the first part of what we were doing. Okay, we're gonna hit these external rotation work. So grab your stick in the right hand, tuck it over, tuck it underneath. Again, if you don't have a lot, you can use the bench here. You can scoot forward on the bench and gain more, or scoot back on the bench and gain more. Okay, or like me, I got plenty, so I'm gonna grab and rotate for 10, 9, 8, all fingers on, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come out. Let's go to the other side. Tuck over. Reach underneath. Elbow at 90. We want that humerus right in line with that glenohumeral joint. Here we go. Lift and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. Good. Upper body is warm. Hips are warm. Spine is open and ready to do things. Let's get into your circuit. So we've been working kettlebell and stick together. Today, for this last block, our D block, it's all kettlebell. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff on this bench and seated. Okay, so I'm going to tilt the camera down towards me just a little bit more. I'm going to go over the 3 exercises we have. Cool beans. So, kind of slanted. Sorry guys, this is what happens when your normal cameraman is out of town. Just kidding, I don't have a normal cameraman. So, first thing we're going to work on is a seated good morning. Second is a seated halo. And the last is a decline hand release push-up. Now as we're doing these, pick loads that you can appropriately do for the reps, the scheme, the time at which we're putting together. Because we're going to be using the seated position, I don't want to be here, so straight from the side. I want to be here seated, do my halos here, okay? Do my good mornings here. That's not what I want, okay? I want you to be upright. I want you to be strong as you do this, okay? So we're not grounded. We're strong, tall, and straight, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is a seated good morning. Now we're going to both chest load and back load the seated good morning. The good morning, I'm going to push my feet down into the ground, push my butt down, push my feet down. I'm going to lift and fold, and then come back up again. So we're working into those hips, into that lower back a little bit. Now we are going to load at first on the chest for 5, and then for the back for 5. All right? So that'll be our first exercise we're going to do. I'm going to grab my kettlebell. I'm going to grab the horns and push the bell into my chest, shoulders down and back. We got a 1-1-1 tempo here. So 1-1000 forward, 1-1000 hold, 1-1000 back up. That's 1. 4 more. Forward, back up. That's 2. Forward, back up. That's 3. 2 more. Forward, back up. That's 4. Last one. Forward, and back up. That's 5. You should be starting to feel that in your glutes. Again, try not to let the spine round as you do this. Think pulling in, lats tight, core tight. Same bell on my back now. So now I'm going to load it on the back. I like to keep the elbows squeezing in towards the head. Nice tall spine here. Another 5. Here we go. Forward. Back. That's 1. 4 more. Range you have. Lift those hips. Back. That's 2. Forward. Back. That's 3. 2 more. Forward. Back. That's 4. 1 more time. Forward. And back. That is 5. Nice work. It's our first set of those. Now, I'm going to go to another bell. It's a little lighter, and that's on purpose. Okay? What I'm going to do is some halos. Now, if you've ever done a halo before, it's going to start in front of your face, ear, back of the head, ear, face. If that makes sense. So, it's bottom up with the bell, holding the horns, and we're going to go 5 left, 5 right. Here we go. Back, around, forward, down. 1. Back, around, forward, down. 2. Core nice and tight. Press those feet into the ground. 3. 2 more. 1 more time. Switch directions. 1. 2. 3. 2 more. 4. Last one. And 5. Do you see why we spend so much time trying to open up that thoracic stuff? Now, decline hand release push-up. The other good thing about this bench is, this may be a progression for you. If it is, then just go to the ground. If that's too hard, use the bench and be on an incline. Whatever you can do from a pressing perspective, that's what we want to do. But what we're going to do is we're going to go feet up on the bench, into plank position, down, chest touches, hands lift, hands lower, and I push out. Does that make sense? We're going to do 10 reps of this. So toes up. Abs tight, core tight. Down, raise lower, up. 1. Raise lower, up. 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, and 10. Woo! Smoke that upper body a little bit, huh? Nice. That's our first set of this. We got 60 seconds of rest. Breathing through this 60. Focus on that diaphragmatic breath. Then we're going to go in for set number 2. Those declines are tough, especially for anyone who's got any shoulder issues. So really focus on dialing that core in. If you can hand release, great. If not, make sure you keep your hands on the ground and just focus on that push-up itself. A couple more deep breaths here. Going back to the good morning. Whew. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Pushing the feet down for both of these exercises that are seated is important because it'll turn your lower body on. Also be on the edge of your bench. That will help as well. Here we go. Pushing in, lats, abs tight. Forward, back up. 1, forward, back up. 2, forward, back up. 3, forward, back up. 4, one more, forward, back up. 5. Behind you, load it on your back, elbows tight, abs tight. Press those feet down, lift those hips, harder variation on the back. And up. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Push those feet down. 4, one more. And 5. Woo! Good. Halos next. Make sure we're getting that full wrap around. We do this, pressing the feet down, not letting the spine become our scapula or our shoulders. That's why we did all that work to open up all that backside stuff in this position so we could get into there. Here we go. Seated upright, abs tight, push the foot down. 5 to the left to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right. Woo! I should feel like all of this stuff is starting to open a little bit more, which is what we want to feel, especially as you get into these hand release push-ups, those decline hand release push-ups. Here we go, do them if you can. Down, hands up, hands down. 1. Down, hands up, hands down. 2. Down, hands up, hands down. 3. Down, hands up, hands down. 4. Down, hands up, hands down. 5. Down, hands up, hands down. 6. Down, hands up, hands down. 7. Woo! Down, hands up, hands down. 8. Down, hands up, hands down. 9. Down, hands up, hands down. 10. Oh! Fatigue is setting in. We got 60 seconds of rest here. 60. Woo. Woo. Now, why do we pair hinge and push? They're antagonistic movement patterns. So if my hinging and my pushing are going to function to recruit the anterior chain. Sorry, I said I was paused due to poor connection, so I'm back. I'm back. Good, so we've got one last set to do. Woo. And then we're done with this smoke show. Ooh. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's happening. I have very high internet, high-speed internet. If it happens again, I'll take you off and put you on down. All right, here we go, last set. Kettlebell out the chest, lats, abs active, feet spread apart, push and pull, forward, back up 1, forward, back up 2, forward, back up 3, 2 more, forward, back up 4, 1 more, forward, back up 5. Round the back of the head, On the back, elbows loaded, abs loaded, core loaded. Tall spine, here we go. Forward. Up, 1. Forward. Up, 2. I'm trying to lift my hips here. Forward. Up, 3. 2 more. Forward. Up, 4. Last one. Forward. And up, 5. Woo! All right, boys and girls, this is our last set. Decline hand release push-up. Again, if you're fatigued, you need to go to just a decline push-up, you can. If you need to just go to a push-up on the ground, you can. You can also go to an incline push-up using the bench. Let's knock out this last set, shall we? Push this back a little bit. Woo, here we go. We got 10. Down. Hands up, hands down. 1. Down. Hands up, hands down. 2. Down. Hands up, hands down. 3. Down. Hands up, hands down. 4. Down. Hands up, hands down. 5. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Woo! Let's go. Stick mobility Instagram. Woo! I'm smoked. Hope you are too. Sorry about the connectivity issues we had. This was Coach Jesse Grund, Unconventional Strength. Awesome workout, guys. Go have a great day. Check out our page. There's more of this on there. Go check out our YouTube. There's so many ways to connect with us. I'm going to leave my Instagram name in the description of this, so feel free to click on it. If you got any questions, ask them. But I look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday.